Hey guys, so today I'm coming to you with a tutorial on a natural type of makeup look, more for like the guys who want to wear makeup but don't want it to feel too cakey or anything. So this one is very simple as far as makeup application because I don't really use too much tools, more my hands or my fingertips and things like that. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is make sure that your skin is ready for makeup. So even if you don't wear makeup, I highly suggest that you give your skin a good treatment or a good routine every day. As far as cleaning and moisturizing, the biggest concern that people have is like they tend to get a little oily or very oily. So that's basically your body telling you that you need a little bit more moisture, so it's producing more moisture. So what I do, because I have a combination of sort of dry patches and sort of oily spots also. So what I do is my daily routine is I use the Neutrogena Fresh Foaming Cleanser. And this is what basically I take my makeup off with more than likely, or most of the time. I also, after that, I would use a moisturizer. And the moisturizer that I've been using is from the First Aid Beauty. It's from Sephora. And it's the Ultra Repair Concentrated Cream, I believe. And it looks something like this. And it's sort of a thick consistency, almost like a waxy paste type of thing. But it doesn't really feel that way on your skin. It's more like I would hate to say lotion. It's more like a Vaseline type of feel. It doesn't make your face shiny or anything, but it's really moisturizing. So that's what I use. And then in between that, I'll do like an exfoliant. And the one that I've been on lately is the Max Volcanic Ash Exfoliator. It's amazing. If you're gonna pick up an exfoliator, spend the money on this. I believe it's like $25 or so, but this one has lasted me a while. So and then in between that, when I want to sort of focus on problem areas, I use the GlamGlow Supermud cleaning treatment. It looks like this. If you've seen me on Instagram, there's a video that, or a picture that I did, and I sort of put it on my nose here, and it turns green after it dries, and it's almost like it sucks out the pores or the blackheads, because little black dots sort of start showing up on your skin. And I think it's amazing. It's pretty pricey, but it's good, and it's not something that you have to use every day. I sort of focus on the areas where I tend to get a lot of clogged pores and things like that. And then as far as my wash, like what I wash with, I usually tend to wash with like a face brush or something, just to make sure I get off any dead skin throughout the day. So after you sort of did your cleaning or your cleansing routine, if your face is sort of discolored and you sort of want to go with a more even skin tone, this would be the makeup products or the things you can use as far as concealing or hiding your dark circles, things like that, spot treating like acne scars, things like that. Definitely you want to start with a moisturizer, and the one that I use is the Max Prep and Prime Moisture Infusion. You put that all over your face, and I tend to run through this quite quickly because I tend to moisturize a lot. Because after a while, like when I do my heavy makeup, I get really dry, so I'm always going in with my Max Fix Plus spray. But for people who don't tend to get a little dry, you probably don't have to put so much. Go in with that. Now, if you're going to put any kind of makeup or foundation or anything, I always suggest to use a primer. Don't go crazy and spend too much unless you're trying to do like color correcting with your primer. I buy the e.l.f. one. It's, I believe, $3, and it's the Poreless Face Primer. It feels really good on your skin. I go in with this a lot, so I'm not going to spend $30 on a primer if I'm going to use a lot of it. Especially with doing videos and stuff, I tend to use a bit more moisture or a bit more primer than normal. Has a clean smell to it, so that's what I like. Excuse the noise, that's my nephew. So once that's on, I let it really soak into my skin, so that's when I'm getting all my products ready, or I'm just playing around, going to eat something or something like that. So, what I'm going to use to conceal my dark circles, because I tend to get heavy dark circles, that is from my mother, thank you, Mom. I use Max Pro Longwear Concealer. You can use any kind of concealer. I like the way this one feels on me, and it's sort of it's actually very blendable. Like you can sort of make it blend into your skin flawlessly. This is in the color NW35, which is like light for me, but I like it. So I like to sort of conceal and sort of highlight at the same time. I don't normally use this for like my regular face when I'm doing like other tutorials like full face. I use the LA Pro Girl concealer, the little face applicant ones. They're a lot cheaper. They're just as good, but I'm going more for like the boyish look today. So I put some on the back of my hand here, just 2 pumps or so. And again, I'm going to try to use very minimal products because a guy doesn't want to go into Mac store and ask for foundation brushes and all that stuff. So if you can find it in your drugstore or in your Target or Walmart, then yeah, pick it up, throw it in with all your other stuff. If you don't want anybody to know you're wearing makeup, me, I have a whole range of them. So I'm going to stick to my fingers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my ring finger because I know that won't apply as much pressure under my eyes and we don't want to create more wrinkles or anything. So I just dab a little bit in those areas. And I'm going to start blending it up towards my my lash line. And as you can see, it's already going to make my eyes sort of, I'm going to make me look more awake here. It's good right after you come home from the club and you have to work the next day. Not to say I do that. So once that's in, and make sure you put some on your upper lid here because you don't want them to look different colors. So once that's all in, pick up a little more. I'm going to do the other side here. Get real close to that lash line. Really focus on making sure that it's very seamless and blendable or blends away into the skin. Now it's not going to get rid of your saggy, baggy eyes. It's more going to even out your skin tone or your skin color. Now what you would do is also if you have any kind of scars or any kind of marks or anything, you would use the same concealer and you sort of put that in. I'm not going to worry too much about covering pimples or scars or anything because I'm sort of going for the more natural look. So what I use next, and a lot of people would be like, girl, why are you using it? Or boy, why are you using it? I use BB cream. BB cream, and I have my own little tricks to using my BB cream, but I always get the BB cream that's a little bit darker for me because when you blend it out or blend it into your skin, it's almost like a tinted moisturizer. That's how I see it, and that's why I run out of this sucker so fast. And they're super inexpensive. I use the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream, and I use it in the color, I don't even know what color this is. I believe it's their darkest color, but it's, I don't know. Deep, I guess. Their color deep. So what I do is I go ahead and I do the same thing. I put some on the back of my hand, and I put it on basically like lotion, and I just like really rub it into my skin, especially when I have facial hair and things like that, where I'm not really worried about shaving it. I still don't want that skin under there to be different than the rest of my skin, so I just like put it all over. And I actually, when I went on a cruise, this is the only foundation or the only thing I took, and I really was able to build this up to look like foundation. So I get quite a bit like that, and you see how dark that is. And I basically rub it like lotion, and I put it all over. And you're gonna see it's gonna look a bit dark, and you're like, what is he doing? But it works for me. I'm just gonna rub that everywhere. If you want, you can even go over your concealer. And this is more gonna just even out your skin tone. Just think of BB cream like a lotion with color in it. So once you got like your first layer on, I let it dry. And then I go in with another layer of it. And then when I want to do like a full face, but I don't want to put all that foundation or that full coverage type of foundation, this is my go-to, my BB cream. So I'm going to let that dry off a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with some more. Same amount, rub it in, just like you did before. The good thing about the BB cream is that it has all this moisturizing things in it, so it's really good for your skin, and it sort of evens everything out. And it doesn't really stick to your facial hair, so guys, I don't know why people haven't really caught on to BB cream. And if you have, it's heaven. Alright, so I'm going to put about one more layer on, and then we'll go ahead and we'll set it. Now, if you have really, really dry skin, you can leave this on just like this, and this is where you would stop. I tend to get oily in some spots, so I will go ahead and I'll set it with a powder. But I'm going to do one more layer. So once that's all into the skin here, we're going to let that dry. Make sure everything's even. Going to let that dry, going to close up my BB cream. And then as far as powder, I try to stick with translucent powders. Today I'm not. Today I'm going to use my mineralizing powder, only because I feel like it's going to give me that glowy type of look that I'm sort of going for. As you can see, it's very dewy, so if you have dry skin, this is like your go-to type of thing. I know actually people who put their BB cream under their foundation, which seems like a good idea, but not for me. I'm going in, and I want to use full coverage. So let's go ahead and set it. I'm going to use the powder, the Max Mineralizing Foundation, or Mineralizing Setting Powder. And this is in the color Dark. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some on, just a regular fluffy type of brush, which I got this one from Morph on sale for like $4, which is amazing. It doesn't have a number, but you can get any kind of dome type of fluffy brush there. And I'm just going to go ahead and press that into my skin, make sure that it's nice and set as far as all this BB cream. And I like to use this because it also acts a little bit like a coverage type of thing for me. Alright, so now you definitely want to groom your eyebrows and things like that. If you're not big on filling them in and having those perfect eyebrows, I suggest you use something at least to tame them. And e.l.f. has a couple of things that work. This one I got online for like $2, I believe, or $3. And it looks something like this. It has almost like a spoolie with some color on one side, and then just like a clear gel on the other side with a spoolie also. And this one, I don't know what color it oh, actually it's clear and dark. I also got clear and deep, which is definitely a big color match or color difference. I'm not going to go in and start filling in my brows or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to tame them. So I'm going to use the spoolie side with the color, and I'm just going to comb that through. Now, if there's any like sparse areas or baldy areas, this is going to just put a little bit of tint on it, just so that you don't look crazy and you look like you have more tamed eyebrows, like you actually get them done. But if you're not going for that super sharp type of eyebrow, then this is great. So guys, go pick it up, and if you don't want to pick them up or look weird picking this up, order it online. It's like $3. Alright, now to make my eyes look a little bit more awake, I go in with NYX's Wonder Pencil, and it looks just like this. It's more like a concealing pencil, but I use this on my lower waterline, and you're going to see the difference. I'm going to do one eye, and then I'll show you like comparison to the other. And what you're doing is you're just rubbing it along your, basically your waterline. And this is just going to make your eyes look more opened. More open and more awake. Now, I don't know if you can pick it up on with the lighting and everything here, but I'll try to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see the difference between the two. This is the side that has it on, and this side doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and put some on with it zoomed in also so you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see, but let's go ahead and zoom back out. And basically that's it as far as the making your eyes look more awake. If you wanted to highlight a little bit more, you can definitely go in with your Pro Longwear and sort of fill it in, which is something I'm going to do. A little bit more. Just really, really, really closely along that lower lash line. And I'm going to set that with a little bit of powder just to make sure that it doesn't look crazy as far as two-toned. Alright, so you definitely can stop here. I like to sort of carve out my face a little bit, sort of give me some kind of structure. And I do this with basically contouring, and I'm using a cheaper brand today. It's NYC's Color Wheel. It looks something like this, and I'm sort of using this just to show people that it's super easy to do and it's not expensive. And it comes with a whole bunch of different colors or shades of brown in there, and some cool tones and natural tones, all that stuff. And I'm just going in with another little fluffy brush. This one's a little angled. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sort of contour a little bit. So contouring just means I'm going to go naturally where the hollows of your cheek are. Go up to the temples here. And I'm going to put a bit of blush because we don't want to just sort of drown out our face. So I'm going to go in with this light pinkish color because we don't want to have anything that stands out too much like a clown or anything. So I'm just going to smile. I'll brush a little bit on just like the sun sort of turn this a little rosy. And just in case you put any kind of concealer on your eyelashes or anything, you can go in with like a clear mascara. Maybelline, I believe this is from Maybelline. It's called Great Lash or something like that. It's just a clear mascara. It's almost like a gel, just like if you to tame your hair. Basically, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna tame your eyelashes, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna brush it through. And I like to do it top and bottom only because when I'm doing powder, it tends to set into my eyelashes, and that's what we don't want. You can definitely go in with a mascara, but remember this is more for like natural and boyish type of look, I guess you would say. Do some on both sides. You also can fill in your lashes with like a pen, or your brows with a pencil, and then just go over it with this clear type of mascara if you don't find the e.l.f. taming gel there. I'm going to put a little bit on my lower. Just in case I get some any in my beard or anything, I just run it through it a little bit. Just to make sure that nobody can see that there's foundation on. Now, after that, you definitely don't want to forget about your lips. I mean, of course, you don't have to go and put lipstick on. You can put like a chapstick or a lip gloss or something like that. I use the one also from Maybelline. Looks like this. I know it looks like a lipstick, but it has sunscreen and everything, which is good for you. Of course, good for you. but it doesn't really leave too much of a shine or anything. So it's just so that your lips don't look dry. Basically, that's it. That's sort of my go-to everyday type of makeup if I'm just gonna go see family or going out to eat with my family or anything when I don't want to have a full face, you know. Definitely not something I do as far as when I'm going out. I definitely pack it on and go crazy with all that. But this is more for like the guys and anybody who doesn't really like to wear makeup, but you still want to have like a sort of even tone. This is your go-to makeup. Remember, it's the Maybelline BB cream. Works wonders. Really put it in like a lotion. If you feel like you're not even enough, go in with another round. Go up to as many rounds as you want. Basically, it's just going to make you look nice and tan. And that's it. Hope you guys liked it. Remember to give me a thumbs up. I know you girls probably won't like this one, but I did get a request, or a couple requests from people who want sort of this boyish type of makeup. I will be coming to you real shortly with a more full face, maybe something for Valentine's or something, but this is it. This is my go-to type of everyday makeup. As you guys, or I don't know if you guys know or if you guys follow me on Facebook, I am a dental assistant, so I don't really go to work every day with full face, and I sort of do makeup on the side. So when I'm doing makeup, I definitely do it up, and then my normal days, I don't really want to go too crazy and see patients, you know, with lashes on and everything. So this is more of my, if you don't want to see I'm wearing makeup, but I definitely want to have even tone, this is what I do. I hope you guys enjoy it. Remember to give me a thumbs up, share the video, share it with your boyfriends, because, you know, sometimes they need to correct that. Or if you guys are just on my page, then give me a thumbs up, give me comments down below. Again, find me on Facebook, Instagram, FreddieMUA. Until next time, I hope this was helpful for some of you guys. If not, sorry. But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I see that you guys are growing with me, so I hope you guys are really liking my channel. Remember to give me the thumbs up, like it, share it, pass it along. Until next time, guys. Bye.